Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, and I'm here to do the Celtic Cross, and I've got something stuck to my anyway, watcher, be your own witness. Diamond, you'll be receiving a gift, or you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Diamond. And someone is behaving stupidly. Fess up, is it you? Okay. I will post an impartial reading if I start to cry, because homie don't play that shit no more. Okay? Yesterday, you want to go watch yesterday's reading. There's a disclaimer in the description. It's about death. And that's your card today. Be your own witness. And it's pretty much out of your hands, right? You can't control this. Someone's being stupid. You can't control a sick bear either. You'll be receiving a gift. What a way to get it. Okay. And apparently I'm going to have this down, because that's the only way I can remember to do the oracles first. Ooh. Restriction. Yesterday you were going to take care of him, and then you're out of here. The owl, your wisdom, you know him. You know what's up. You already know. Disruption. This is causing chaos. And it's chaos when you take over too, because the dude don't want to release the reins. Everybody thinks they're still in control. Is there two there? No. Okay. Okay. Trapped. And you want to get on with your stuff too, right? And then when they look at you overall of the spread, you're going to take care of the boulder in your stream, because it's the right thing to do. The Knight of Pentacles, the Justice. Take a methodical approach and you'll achieve your dreams. And I keep picturing a house that's up to the eyeballs in filth. And so you start cleaning it up while you're there, right? That creates chaos too. Don't touch my stuff. Shut up and get in that bed, old man. But it's the right thing to do. So your vibes are high, and you've got your heart in the right place, and you feel like you also have clarity. Like you have your heart's in the right place, but it's not in the wrong place, and it's not overwhelmed, and you can do this. Use your intuition to set your moral compass. You already did. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. To see the job done. This is on your mind. What the hell am I doing back here? Instinctive Karen. You're strong. He can't get away from you now. Finally he'll see. I don't know. I don't know. A wildcat, you never know what's lurking. Are you gonna fall back in love with him? No! Oh, God, did you think it was over? You thought it was over. It was over. And then, you never know what's going to happen. But it's not good. It's not good. You're standing in a broke down house that's stuffed to its eyeballs with hoarder shit and petrified cat puke. And okay. Right now, you're struggling with this. There's also a feeling of loyalty there. The two of you are very strong together, and you'll see the job done. I'm telling you. B, choose non-action. Don't do anything. Really, all you've got to do is make some, well, you're cleaning. Don't do anything. You've had trapped in limbo, and you've also had to be still, to learn to be still, that water, that copper, the zen. And you fool yourself if you think you're in control of this. So the easiest thing to do and the right thing to do would be to do nothing and let go of it. You're going to need all your patience. Yeah. Oh my God. Nobody thought they'd ever see you there again, much less taking out garbage, cleaning, taking care, because you're high maintenance yourself. You like to sit on the top of the mountain and pontificate and rule and judge, and now you've rolled up your sleeves and you're cleaning and you're taking care of him, you're waiting on him. Patience. That's not your strong point. And nobody ever thought that they would see. They didn't know there was this side of you. You didn't either. You're like, well, a little bit longer. So you've been with him. You took a great big risk a long while back. Here we have the Lovers. And how come he gets a fig leaf and she's, well, there ain't nothing there anyway. It's just silhouettes. But I'm mad he got a fig leaf and she don't. It's racist. Or I don't, sexist. Tolerance, sitting with it. What a little bit longer? What's a little bit more? You know the truth of it. You know the truth of him. You know the truth of yourself. And you know what needs to be done. And you were always good at taking care of him. will end this reading. You see this as your strength. You're looking at him. You know him. That's your strength. He can't bullshit you. He's overly judgmental. Look at who's bitching. Look at what's going on around you. It's not, I mean, dude was... This is who dude has always been. So you've detached from it. You understand this. That's your strength. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. Flexibility and the Knight of Cups. Your weakness, your fears. Take a closer look at who's weak. You won't see the truth of well, I wasn't gonna do this, but here we go. Dude's down. You're taking care of him. Putting in all that hard work, again, for a different reason. Because he's down. He can't get up. Ace of Wands reversed. And that's what this second chance is really all about. It's about caretaking. I don't think you're together. I think you're the best person for the job, and you know it. And you're struggling. Doing nothing is the hardest thing. I'm telling you, you start cleaning, and he's bitching about that. The man behind the curtain. You hold yourself in this awful spot. It's also maybe you're having regrets. Now that you're committed to it, you're bitching. I wish God I'd never done this. The Moon. Why? You have more feelings for him than you think. And you see him at his weakest. Which reminds you of the him that you used to love, actually, because it is the first time you felt anything real in a long time, which may catch you off guard. The devil leaves him now that it's too late. Surprise! There you are, cleaning and stepping and fetching. So, the Lovers. Somewhere you said you'd never be again. The Two of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. You have felt something that you haven't felt for a long time, not since he'd betrayed you. I don't think you feel like talking about it, but you're there. You're committed. I don't want to fucking talk about it. Just 'cause I'm washing your drawers, don't get uppity. or uppity. It's not uppity, but don't be thinking we're back together, because we're not. But there's feelings there that you thought were all taken care of. So, do you trust him one more time? He betrayed you in the past. Do you take, well, you have taken this up again in a way. But you're not going to let it, you're not going to, oh my God, I can't, this is over, and I'm in here again. What the hell am I doing here? Why am I back here again? King of Wands. That's Romeo Schmuzio. And here we had, I could have swore, yeah, the Knight of Cups here. We had a Knight of Cups here. He's like, flirting with you, saying irresponsible thing. I keep thinking of the old dude in a Grumpy Old Man. He kept coming off with them one-liners like, come on, I want to lay ya. It was a name of a book or a person or something. The same guy that was Rocky's manager, and Walter Matthau, and Sophia Loren. Come on, I want to lay ya. Grumpier old man. But he's sick. And he's flirting with you like that. And you're like, you can't take it seriously. Because then you'd be putting out a sick old man. Oh my God. I was bartender at several places. And this one dude, he was a U.S. mail carrier. He would always come in there, and he was old and little and squirrely. And every time he'd walk up to, he always drank draft beer. He would find a way to touch my boob. And I mean grab it. Just cup it for a minute. I was like furious. But I think now when I look back, I'm like, that had to be some kind of a Tourette's kind of thing. Because and he was embracing it. He wasn't fighting it, but he would go right on. And I said, look, I'm gonna knock you in the next Wednesday. If you ever touch me again, I'm over it. And then I quit waiting on him, I remember. Because it was like he just couldn't help himself. But it's like that. Totally inappropriate. You're not in the kind of relationship that accepts the way he relates to you. It's kind of rascalish in a way that he wasn't when he was with you. Right? So you're like, and you're like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? Okay. So you trusted that everything would be all right in spite of your grave misgivings, because you know you're the best person for this job. And here he comes flirting with you. Three of Pentacles. This is a picture of your relationship. You took a risk on this relationship with him. I don't know if it's in general or in coming back. But we got the Three of Pentacles, which is the head step and fetcher quite often. A position that you left. The Empress, because you're moving on up, right? Oh, that house. That house. Oh my God. And then we got Seven of Cups, and you're as confused as anybody else. There's a little bit of regret, but you're a bitcher too. You like to bitch, and then you'll get in there and just you ain't no half-asser. You put 110% effort in and bitch the entire time. That's, I mean, like a stress relief, a valve. And it is kind of a role position change, because you're yang and he's yin. Okay. So a new truth comes to you about your heart. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords, I will quit, and Three of Wands in reverse. You're having old feelings. You're looking at the past differently. Your misery has softened, and you stop moving forward. You're not looking toward your future. You're seeing the job done. You're on hiatus. You know what you're doing. You know what your parameters are. Don't make me cry. Judgmental. Observe your critic. Okay. You don't hurt so much. You've seen him at his weakest. He finally needs you, even though his ego denies it. You know this is ending. You know why. A controlled demolition. You're the man for the you're the woman for the job. You're in control. You know what you're doing. You know him. You're taking care of things that have to be taken care of. Six of Pentacles. So, you are back in this relationship, and you're in the other role. You're in yang mode, taking care of him, because he needs you. And there's a sort of happiness here, and it's bittersweet. Well, you'll always move circles around him. You just shapeshift. Kind of, you're kind of like a, he's seeing your value now. He's seeing a you that he's never seen before. But you're kind of a shapeshifter. You're whoever the other person needs you to be. And you know him. You know the gig. You know what needs to be done. And you're the one to do it. Strength. Seven of Pentacles. You put off leaving. But you know this has always been difficult. And it's not looking better. And still you stay. Because you're loyal. But what the fuck are you doing in here? Get back in bed. I am not sleeping with you. And where are your pajamas? A line. It is over. But there's more feelings there than you. Okay. So now you're taking a closer look at him. In your hopes and your fears. Five of Cups, you're sad. Sad it worked out like this. Sad this is happening. You don't want to see. You don't want to see that either. You don't want to talk a lot. And maybe the Two of Swords here is actually that you don't want him to see what you're thinking. You don't want him to see your sadness. You don't want him to see you be soft. Because you're trying to let go of him. Four of Pentacles. The Magician. See the job done. But you don't want to talk about it, and you're sharing your knowledge. Your choice shares the evidence of your knowledge, because you know what's up. Nobody's talking except for, come on, I want to lay you. Everybody's delusional, talking about what I'm going to do when I get better. So the choice is between your star, moving on to you. You thought this was over. You thought you were headed toward your star, and now it's something else again. God. Well, haha. I've been waiting to try this and see if I could do it. I could not on the other camera systems, but I did have to go cry, and since I was crying, I went ahead and looked at the final card. And we're going to keep this brief, because you've gone back to your original star. You realize he loved you, and you realize that you love him. And you choose to stay, at least for a while, because you will see the job done. And then you'll leave. Then you're going to go. Okay? Listen to your thoughts. Meditate regularly and respect yourself. You have the detachment that you need to make this work. There's no one better for this job. And you are strong. Okay, bye.